this one, I'll be going over another edit of a potential electronic voice phenomenon, or EVP. This one will be coming from Mansfield Reformatory also. If you look up here, it'll be on the ICP520 Sony. It's in the E cell block, cell 402. And what I do here is I say I'm sleeping in your bed. And from the notes I have, I believe the EVP itself happened about 8 to 12 seconds. So that's going to put us over here. I have edited this already, but this file right here that you're going to see is the raw file, so we'll go through it together. What we're going to be doing is basically lifting the EVP out of the static. So let's get to it. I'll play the file for you. I'll let you see where I think the EVP is, and then we'll go from there.
Sleep in your bed. No offense, you aren't using it.
So what we got here is I'm isolated by myself in cell 402 in the East cell block. And I say, hey, I'm going to sleep in your bed. You know, no offense, you're not using it, so I'm going to sleep here. And what I get about the 12-second mark is a reply that is sort of drowned out in the static. So let's listen to it again. So you can sort of hear it. What we're going to do is we'll amplify it. We'll take out a little bit of a noise reduction sample to get rid of the static. And what we're going to basically be doing, the end point here, is to lift this potential EVP from the static and see, can we start making out what it might be saying. So let's start here with amplify. We don't want 27.6. Let's preview it. So there we are starting to hear something. So let's amplify that. So instead of going directly into a noise reduction, I have a few presets that I use on my filter curve. You come over here to preview. You come over here to manage, and I have a few different ones. I have an EVP filter for a deep response, a ghost box loud response, a low pitch EVP filter, and a medium to high pitch EVP filter. What we're going to do is we'll start out with the medium to high pitch EVP filter and see what we can get. So I don't like that one. Let's go with the low pitch. I would say this is more of a deep response. Let's preview that. So I'm not a fan of any of those just yet. So we'll listen to the audio. So right here at the front is where I'm going to take my profile for my noise reduction. So we come over here to noise reduction, we get a noise profile. We come back here, we highlight the entire thing, go to effect, back to noise reduction. Look, they have short keys or hot keys for this stuff. I don't use them. I prefer this slow, methodical approach because I have more control. So we're gonna, like I said in my last video, I like to do things in sets of 3. So we'll start out with 9 for noise reduction, and let's preview it. So I'm going to go down to 6 because I think we're losing some of the actual EVP. So I'm fine with that. We've got our noise reduction in. Something else I want to do is I want to go back and start considering amplification again. So we will amplify, and this time I'm going to take from the back end of the EVP, go to effect, noise reduction, get noise profile. We come in here again, back to effect, And we're going to do a noise reduction again. Let's just stay at a noise reduction of 6. So you start to hear a little bit more there. I'll remind you guys right now, I have a pair of headphones on as I'm recording this because they help me hear better. A lot of you may just be doing speakers, and I hope that you can hear it as well, but typically when I do EVP work, I wear a set of headphones because they offer just a wider range of sound. You can hear things better, you can hear the words better, the syllables better, the inflection of the voice better. So anyway, let's continue. Let's see what it says. Okay, so now we're going to come and we're going to try and start cleaning this up a bit, and this is when I'm going to start using these filter curves. I think that sounds nice. Let's do a deep response. So I'm going to go with that one. And here we start to see that it expanded a little bit. So what I want to do here is take it down a bit, so I might normalize it. That gets it back somewhere that I'm more comfortable with. Now we can go again in once more. So the next thing I want to do is I want to try and start to make out what's being said here. Now when you see these, up here is my speech. You know, each word that I have, you see these spikes in the wave formation. Down here with your EVP, you see the same kind of formation of voice. So what we want to do is start trying to clean these up just a little. Something we can do here is actually take a snippet from the actual EVP itself inside of the noise reduction and get a noise profile of it. Now what we're looking for here is for it to clean up some of that background noise, but the thing you might run into when you do a noise sample of the actual EVP is it could degrade the EVP some. So that's going to be up to you, what you want out of your EVP. Do you still feel that after this noise reduction, you still have what you're looking for? You still have that quality. So that's the thing with noise reduction. Sometimes you subtract, sometimes you add to the quality. That's going to be up to you. I don't recommend ever doing too much noise reduction, so you sort of just got to find that fine line. So let's see what we have here, and we'll go down to 6. Actually, let's start with 9. Let's go high and see can we hear this better. So there is a little bit better. Let's see. So there we go. So what I am starting to hear here is a clear voice. When we started, there was just it was drowned in static, and you could sort of hear some of the high inflection points. But now we're starting to get an actual voice out of it. And it sounds like there's 2 voices there. So let's come back because I want to hear more. And let's preview. Okay. So now what I have is amplification of the voice. I think we've done noise reduction twice now. Each time we're amplifying, finding a portion of the EVP to use as a let's see here, a noise profile. We take that noise profile, we apply it to the overall EVP, it reduces that similar noise profile, and then we go in and we start cleaning it up piece by piece till we get somewhere that we're comfortable. Now I'm going to do normalization again to get things where they need to be, okay? Okay, so from here I could call it a day. I could go back to my filter curve and see, since we've changed what the EVP is, I would say now it's a medium to high pitch EVP, and we can come in here and we can put this filter in. What I can do here is I can raise that lower frequency. We can bring this back down and see, maybe we don't want to hear that at all. We can bring this up some. Let's see, does that help us get better voice, you know, clear the voice up. And there's a lower voice in there. Maybe if we lift this up, we'll start hearing that lower voice better. Overall, I'm fine with adding this. And then you could do this one more time. You could do this one more time with noise reduction, because now we have that noise in the back I might want to get rid of. Noise reduction, get noise profile, straighten this bad boy out. Effect, noise reduction, and let's preview. Okay, so I'll take the sensitivity down. Let's take this down to 3. Cleans it up just a little. And let's take the whole thing and normalize. Okay. And this is what I want out of my EVP. Let's see. Okay. So a lot of these things, I'm not a sound engineer. I just sort of tinker around and I research how to make these things clear. At this point, I do feel better about the EVP and what it's saying. And what we'll do next is I want to sort of take off the top. Okay. Now, if I want to, I can come back here and make this second half of it. When you hear that second voice come in, I could clean that up. But in this situation, all I wanted was to make this EVP sound louder and clearer and lift it from everything. If you come down here, this is our original file. This is our new file that we've created. Let's hear the difference. Here's the original. Let's go ahead and play that. And the cool part about this is when you first heard it, it wasn't as clear as you wanted it to be. But after you've come up here and you've made all these edits and you've amplified it and you can start to get an idea of what you're hearing, you come back to the original and it sounds that much clearer to you. So let's listen to the original again. And that's great. You could just amplify that and throw it out there, but you're going to get a lot of that background noise. So let's come up here and play the edited version, the one that's been amplified. Now notice we don't change the pitch, we're not changing the timing. That's not the situation here. We're just amplifying and cleaning up the audio file. So let's listen to it now. So from here, you can begin to say, well, what is this thing saying? Is it in context to the actual question? Is it something completely separate. I'm not going to get into that in this video. The sole purpose of this video is we've found an EVP that's a response, or at least within, let's see, 6-7 seconds of the original question or the original statement. And then we know that it's inside of the East cell block in cell 402, while me, the paranormal investigator, is isolated. I know what recorder I captured it on, and I know it happens like your typical EVP. That's all we're going to cover here. What it says, I'll let you guys decide that. Eventually, I will have to decide what it says, and I'll post that in the video for the Mansfield Reformatory EVP review. Again, I'm still working on that, but I keep finding these ones that are very good examples for how to edit EVP and bring them up out of the muck. And the muck is a great thing. You want that. If you did an audio analysis of this EVP, you see. Let's see, can we find one? I don't do my audio analysis over here. I usually do them through Adobe Audition, because I like how that goes. I'll do a video one day, but you'll see that these older recorders actually have a very good, reception rate for picking up EVPs. They're overall, they're able to capture these very low frequencies that the higher end recorders sort of drown out. I'm telling you, go old. People say, oh, they captured that on the potato. Okay, don't get potato quality. Maybe get, something slightly better. But those things don't filter out a lot of the areas where you're going to find these things. My higher end recorder, it's not going to find this. The reason I list 520 or my PX or my 712 or something like that, because those are my higher end recorders and I dual record. But here with this EVP, it's over the 520 and it's a lower. I got this recorder back in 2009, I believe. Anyway, this is your process. Again, this is just another example of showing you how to clean up some EVP. You can use any program you want, because more than likely the effects are about the same. Let me know what you think it says. Thank you. If you'd like to know more about Epoch Paranormal, you can find me on Twitter at JosephSturgill7 or on Facebook at Epoch Paranormal. And most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Epoch Paranormal, for more videos of the paranormal, EVP, and parapsychology. Thank you.